Hi guys, it's Petrina, your go-to girl for learning how to make fit work in a crazy busy world. And it is my week 1 report of carb cycling, and I am thrilled to report that I am down 6.2 pounds in 1 week. It's not as much of a loss as I did when I did 21-day fix. That first week I lost 8 pounds. But I'm still incredibly pleased. Discovered new things about myself. Hesitant to do the whole carb cycling thing the way that Chris Powell lays out because of the Sunday Fun Day. I was really afraid that I would not be able to indulge in moderation. I wouldn't be able to keep it to one day. That if I had one day with no restrictions, that it would snowball into a whole week, a whole month's worth of bad choices, just because that's the way I am. I'm pretty much all in or all out. And I was incredibly surprised to find out that I could have a no holds barred, eat what I want kind of day. And I did it too where I wasn't eating everything in sight. I wasn't, like for example, we went to a Mexican restaurant for lunch. And back when I was 240 pounds, I could eat like almost 2 full baskets of the chips, sweet chips and salsa. And I really restricted myself. I think I ate like 18 chips. I was afraid too because I get kind of OCD about calorie counting and using the MyFitnessPal. And you know, when you're out at a restaurant, especially one that doesn't have all of the nutritional info online, you can't find it on any website, you can't find it on MyFitnessPal. You've got to do a lot of guesswork as far as what your portion sizes are and what the calorie counts and the macros and all. But I let it go. I figured, you know, it's a relaxed day. It's okay. I can guesstimate. I don't have to be exact. I don't have to be precise. It's all good. I wound up at the end of the day feeling pretty bloated, gassy, and uncomfortable. So it was a lesson to me that, you know, it's not a good idea to eat that way all the time, and that there is a price to be paid when you do indulge. But it was a good week for me. It was tough the first few days, especially since I'm doing turbo cycling where you're doing 2 low carb days, a high carb day, then 2 low carb days, then a high carb day, and then Sunday Fun Day. So it's like pretty much most of your week is spent low carbing, where you're just having a carb at breakfast and every other meal is pretty much protein and veggies and fats. It hasn't been as difficult. My energy level hasn't been as low as what I anticipated, although it is lower. I can't picture myself heading out for a 5-mile run on low carb days for sure. I think with any nutrition plan you're on, you need to give it time. I know a lot of people get discouraged because they're stepping on the scale every single day, which you shouldn't do. Things go up and down, and especially if you're a woman and your cycle becomes involved, you never know what the scale's going to do, and you shouldn't really put so much focus on the scale. I've railed about that before. You know, you need to give it time. You need your body to adjust, and it's okay if you don't lose 6 pounds in the first week. I realize that this is probably not the norm, but if you're sitting there hating me because I lost 6 pounds in a week without starving myself, I would say too that you don't know what life is like in my shoes. And definitely when I am eating poorly and making, you know, a majority of poor choices, I tend to pack on the pounds just as quickly, if not more so. I think I'd learned my lesson by now in the fact that, you know, I should be clean eating most of the time. But when I fall off track, I go way off track. It goes with the territory when you're an all or nothing kind of gal. That's it. That's my first week report. I hope it wasn't too rambling. I'm not used to the whole vlogging kind of thing. I normally have like an outline of what I'm going to talk about and, you know, my 5 tips and blah blah blah, and this one is definitely more free-flowing. Chime in. Have you tried carb cycling? What did you think about it? You know, what kind of diets have you tried? What have you struggled with? Feel free to chime in the comments below, or you can always shoot me an email at coachpetrina@yahoo.com if you'd like some one-on-one coaching. You can always find me on my crazy, sexy, cool website over at BetrinaHammFitness.com, or if you're game, you can sign up for completely free fitness coaching with me at MakeFitWork.com. That's it. Take care and see you next week. Bye-bye.